Hello, this is Sarah from Posh Pooch Designs, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a tutu for your dog, for your cat, or any size animal or pet. These are even good for stuffed animals, as you can see. This is my stuffed animal Bessie that I use occasionally for demonstration. What you're going to need to make this tutu for your dog is you're going to need some worsted weight yarn. I'm going to do my demo in pink today. Any worsted weight yarn. This is a Red Heart Super Saver. You're going to need your H hook. You're going to need a piece of ribbon about 16 to 18 inches long, however long or however big you want to make your bow. And you're going to need some rolled tulle. And these rolled tools are fantastic because all we have to do is cut the length that we need. We don't have to cut strips out of a huge piece of tulle like we used to years ago. Now the pattern for this will be in the comments. I'll put the link in there so that you'll have the pattern. And I'll explain to you as we go how to adjust it for any size dog. Alright, I am going to move the screen down so that you can see my hands. I try to do it. It's a little sticky sometimes. I try not to, but sometimes it does. Alright. Let me undo this one because I was practicing a little bit to get ready. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to chain 10. So I've got 10 chains here. Then we're going to double crochet in the second chain from the hook. And then we're going to double crochet in each chain across. And the way the band for our tutu is made is we're making it sideways going across, and that's why we can lengthen it as long as we want it. Now when we get to the next row, I'll explain to you how to make it a little wider, because sometimes on a bigger dog or a bigger pet you might want it to be a little bit wider. Alrighty, 2 more double crochets, 1 and 2, then we're going to chain 1 and turn. Alright, so we have 9 double crochets because we chained 10 and we started in the second chain from the hook. Alright, for row 2, we're going to double crochet in the first 2 double crochets. 1, 2. Then we're going to chain 1. And then we're going to skip that next double crochet and double crochet in the next one, leaving us a chain 1 space. And then we're going to put another double crochet, chain 1, then double crochet in the last 3 double crochets. Now we're always going to have 3 double crochets on the end of our work because along that row is where we will place our tulle. Now if you want, this is the way it will work this way, and if you want it to be wider, higher or lower, you're going to need to add 3 chains per inch so that you can do 2 double crochets and a chain 1 in those 3 that you add. And you can make it as wide as you want to, just make sure you always add 3. Alright, for the next row, we're going to double crochet in the first 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Then we're going to double crochet in that chain 1 space. And then double crochet in those 2 double crochets, 1, 2, double crochet in that chain 1 space, and then double crochet in the last 2. And you will repeat row 2 and 3 for as long as you want, chain 1, turn, for as long as you want your band. And let me show you one I've already got done over here. We've got it all done. This is the top and it has 2 double crochets. The bottom row has 3 double crochets all across on those rows where we have the chain 1 space. And that's because that extra row, that's where we're going to be adding our tulle on. Okay, now we're going to go across the top row just to give it a nice little finished edge. And what you're going to do is you're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So be sure, don't tie off your yarn at the end when you get it as long as you want it. Okay, so we chain 4, and what you're going to do is you're going to slip stitch in the end of that row through that stitch, do a slip stitch, 1, 2, 3, 4, chain 4, and then slip stitch in the end of the next row. 1, 2, 3, 4, slip stitch in the end of that row. Now we'll only be going across the bottom, 2, 3, 4, and this will go pretty fast. And what this does is, like I said, it gives it a nice pretty edge. That was only 3. We need one more. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can do it the band as long as you want. You can do it as thick as you want, and you can do it in any colors that you want. This pattern is so versatile. And this is a perfect little pattern, little tutu for Halloween. It's perfect for a Christmas party or a birthday party, or if you're getting a rescue pet as a birthday present, make a little tutu and give it to the person who's getting the rescue pet. How fun is that? Add a little birthday hat or a little, oh, I don't know, any kind of hat. Make it in orange and make a tiger hat, you know. You can do just about anything that you want. You can see we're getting the edge on there. I want to go ahead and finish this row because then I can use this piece to show you how to attach your tulle. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're almost there. Now on the blog, one of the pictures I have is in orange and black, and that one was done for Halloween costume. But if your Halloween costume is going to be a butterfly, you can make a tutu, add some butterfly wings. If she's going to be a princess, you know, add some princess decorations, whatever you want to do. All right, when you get to the end, you're going to join to that first double crochet. And what I want you to do is just stretch out enough yarn, because we're going to have to slip stitch that closed. And I'm going to say about 24 inches, depending on, you know, how wide you made your band. Let's move those scissors over. And then I just like to just pull it through. Oh, I got a knot in my yarn. There we go. I like to just pull that through so it's set aside. And there you have your edge. That's your top edge. And then I'm going to show you how to attach your tulle. So what you're going to do is you're going to cut your tulle in a 12-inch long piece. And then you grab the center, trying to line it up as best as you can. And if it's not perfect, it's okay, because you can trim it when you're done. And then I'm going to turn it sideways. I'm going to turn it actually this way. I think that'll help you see it better. And what I do is I fold the band in half and start in the center, and I go through that first double crochet just like that with my hook, and I take the middle of my tulle just like that, and I pull it through. Then I put my fingers through the hole and just gently pull that tulle through and tighten it up a little bit. And when I'm first doing it, I just attach it like that. And then after I've got them all on, I'll fluff them up. And then what I do is I just take the next piece in the next row, and I do the same thing. And I work from the inside to the outside. Now remember, you're going to need to leave the center portion, because we're going to sew it together, and that's going to be the belly. You're going to need that center portion open, because you don't want the tulle to scratch the gentle, you know, tender belly of your dog or your pet. And that's what you'll do. Let me show you. I'm going to go ahead and put the screen back up. There we go. All right, let me show you on this one. I just have it pinned together because I wanted to show you what you'll get when you're done. I've got my string ready to sew it together there, and you've got tulle across. Now, if you want it fuller, you can do 2 pieces of tulle in one, or you can come back in and add more. It's totally up to you how full you want it. Once you get it done, you can, fluff it up. Let me show you how you attach it together. We've got that string, and we're going to go through here. And don't go through your ripple edge. Go through the just the ends of the 9 double crochets, and you're going to pull that yarn through and slip stitch down the side of that tulle for those 9. Oops, my yarn split. This blue yarn is also Red Heart Super Saver. The neat thing about this project is you can use some yarn you've already got on hand. The tulle costs a couple of bucks. You can get some ribbon, and then you can embellish it however you want. You can add ribbons, lace, you can add buttons and bows and, all kinds of fun things. Okay, so I've got this done. Let me clip that string off the back. All right, then we're just going to pull that last string through. And what I do, I know you're not supposed to, is I tie a knot on this one before I weave it in. Then I'll weave it in. But what I wanted to show you is under here, you need to make sure you leave a space for the belly, because you don't want it to rub, the tulle to rub on their stomach. Okay, and that's all there is to that. You're going to just slide it on your dog. And also, if you take the pieces of tulle and just spread them out, it'll get fluffier and fluffier. You can double your pieces of tulle when you're putting it through, use 2, or you can just add a bunch more, however full you want it. And then just take that ribbon, tie it through, and make a ribbon. You can add, like I said, buttons and flowers. Oh, those little tiny silk roses would be beautiful. And that's all there is to it, making a tutu for your dog. I hope you enjoyed my video. Like I said, take a second, subscribe to my video. I have so much more fun stuff to show you. Have a wonderful day.